Well, hello once again, everyone. I'm happy to be here and very excited to share card number 5 with you tonight. It's definitely a cute one and one that I will be using a lot more of after my 12 days of Christmas are done. So, can anyone guess what it will be? I'll give it a second here and then we will begin. And remember, if you are joining, please say hello. And if you're watching the replay, I would like to know that as well. And I also hope that you are trying to make some of these cards yourself, even if you don't have exactly the same things that I have. And if there's anything that you would like to have that I have, just reach out to me and we will discuss that on how you can get it. Okay, I'm going to turn my camera and I will try to keep an eye out on the comments. There we go. Okay, so I know sometimes with Facebook too, there's a little bit of a delay for people to get in or get on and watch, so that's why I'm coming on for like maybe a minute earlier just so that you can see. Okay, let's get started for tonight. Tonight we are going to use this super cute gingerbread man stamp set and dies. And my goodness, look at how big this envelope is for the dies. Let me just show you and take a little sneak peek inside. Okay, it kind of looks messy, I know. That's because I've been using it. But look at all those cute little pieces in there. And this piece here for the gingerbread man. Okay, I'm just going to put that aside for a moment so that nothing gets lost. And tonight I am using pecan pie and garden green. So bring in my trimmer, and what I want to do actually is cut this in half. Not necessarily for a card base right now. Whoops, about 5.5. However, I do have a piece extra for a card base. Hi Marianne, nice to have you with me. So this here would be used for a card later on. I'll just put that aside. But while I'm cutting, I will cut my garden green, which will be my card base tonight. So once again, I'm cutting it, keeping them easy, cutting it at 5.5. And while I'm at it, I'm going to score it at 4.25. Hey Cheryl, you made it. Wonderful. Okay, I'm going to put that off to the side for now. Something I've already done too is I've already embossed my piece. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm using the Jolly Holly embossing folder. So I've already done that ahead of time just to save a little bit of time. So if you missed it already, Cheryl, I'm using the Gingerbread Man tonight. So first thing I'm going to do, let me see here. I'm going to cut first, which is a little bit different than normal. Hello Amanda, nice to have you here again watching. Whoops, stuck. I just had it out a second ago. Okay, there we go. Gingerbread Man wants to give me some attitude, I guess. I just don't want to lose anything. Okay, so first thing first is I'm going to die cut this. And while I'm die cutting that, I'm also going to die cut the hat, the candy canes, and the little scarf. Those are what I want to use tonight. Just while I have my embossing machine up, I might as well do it all at one time. Oh, you know what? I have to take my sweater off and get more. Oh, hello Brenda. Nice to have you watching. Okay, that feels a bit better. Bring up my embossing machine. Come here, baby. Okay. I'm going to move my little pieces off to the side for a minute. I'll try not to be too loud with this coming down, but I do love this embossing machine, how it can fold like that. Now tonight I'm cutting my gingerbread man by himself because you can see he's a pretty large die cut. Put him on there. Okay, that part is done. Just move a few things out of my way. There's our gingerbread man. And, whoops, you move over there for a minute. Put that back up. Okay, so in my wonderful world of scraps, not even scraps actually, this here I have in my stash, I should say. They're not, I have cut them into little pieces, but they are actually from my stash. But aren't they just so pretty? I just couldn't help but use them. I'm sure everybody has a whole bunch of things in their stash that can be used. Okay, so that, and we're going to do a green hat and green scarf. Actually, I'll do that so that I don't waste too much of it. Have it go through. Okay, so my scarf is on my plate. I'm just going to put my take your pick tool and punch this out, his little hat. Move that over there. Whoop! I'm losing everything over here. I need, oh my goodness, I need a third pair of hands. Okay, get these off. So you can see that it's a double die cut here for the candy cane, which is kind of cool. Two at one time. So I have a red one like that, and just want to punch all these little pieces out here. There we go. Come on. Can't see it. Oh, there's nothing to punch out there. That's why I'm not getting anything. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of these little pieces. Now what I want to do is bring in a piece of white, and I'm going to cut my candy cane again. Okay, can fold this guy up. There, okay, I have some space again. Okay, so I think what I wanted to do was this. Yes, that's what I want to do. However, I do have my other candy cane on. Oh, the little pieces are coming out again. Okay. You just keep on coming there, pieces. There's the other piece of the candy cane. So you can either do it one of two ways. You can have a candy cane like that, or you could do your candy cane like that. So either way, I'm going to choose to do mine that way, and I'll put that over there for now. So while I'm here, let's just put this together ever so carefully. Whoop. Just a few little dabs of glue here on the wider section. Whoop. Oh my goodness, I have Butterfingers tonight. We had a fun time this afternoon getting together and making the haunted house kit, so all ready for Halloween. That was kind of fun. And it's a super cute kit. Okay. Now I'm just going to lay this down and hope that I have it on there. Silicone mats are perfect for when you're doing gluing with small little things like this. Okay, I'm going to move that out of the way and put this over here for now. Keep myself organized a little bit here. And I want to put these dies back away too, just so I don't lose anything. I really have Butterfingers tonight. So this could be an interesting card with my Butterfingers here. Okay, move that out. Move this over here. Now, what we're going to do is, now you can do this a few ways, but I'm bringing out my Whisper White again tonight, just like I did last night. And my Gingerbread Man. The trick of this guy here is, you can see he's really wiggly and stuff. And when I tried to do it the first time, I thought, good grief, why can't I get him to line up? And it's because I kind of had him too wide. So you do have to be careful of that. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate your encouragement there. So let me just, before I stamp anything, I just want to double check that I have them on properly. Yes, we're good to go. But that is something you have to watch out for when using this. So, because he's kind of big, I'm going to take my stamp pad to my Gingerbread Man instead of the other way around, and just ink it up this way, because for a couple reasons, I really want to see that I'm getting all the white on here too, which it looks to be like I'm doing okay with it. I hope this is going to work. However, if I have a problem, I have two of them. Okay, so ever so carefully, we're going to, hope I don't have my head in your way. I'm going to just see, let's see, I think I have it. And I really want to hold that down for a minute, just because it is the white and it's a larger surface than that. Ta-da! It worked! Wonderful, I'm so happy. However, let's close this up while I'm happy and I don't stick my whole hand into it. And I do want to clean it off as well as, I'll clean it off a little bit better later, but get the most of it off right now. Okay, I'll just put that over there so I remember to give it a little bit of a cleaner look later. Now, this is interesting because you can do this as a cute little gingerbread man that opens up this way. I'm not going to do that tonight, sorry to disappoint you, but you can do that, and I probably will play around with that later on another time after the 12 Days of Christmas is done, and I'll be probably making a card where it's really cute that way. But for tonight, you can do this, like I said, a few ways. So I'm going to ever so carefully just kind of give it a little bit of a circular cut here, half of a circle, and separate. There. Okay. Now we are going to give him a little face. And in this stamp set, you have a little face here, a little face here, a little face here. So there's like 3 different ones, which is kind of cute. And I'm going to bring in my early espresso. Actually, I just want to place my hat on here a little bit so that I make sure I don't get his eyes covered up later. Okay, I think I'll put it on right about there. I'm a little bit off center, but it's a gingerbread man. We don't have to worry about having our gingerbread man totally perfect now, do we? Because have you ever seen a perfect little gingerbread man when you're cooking with the kids or baking with the kids? And then here we have a couple of buttons, and I'm going to do the same thing just so I don't kind of mess things up here, just for some button placements. Okay, maybe about here. You don't have to be doing that, but that's just what I'm doing. There we go. Not a lot of stamping. Put my buttons back on there. Now let's just assemble this little guy. I'm going to bring in some mini dimensionals for my candy cane. Put just a few on. And I want to put it, whoop, I told you I've got butterfingers tonight. Okay, I'm going to put my candy cane on kind of around here, I guess, like that. And then with my hat, I'm going to glue it down. Now with the hat, it has this little opening. I think you can see that like that. So you could put it on like that, but I don't know, then you can see the cookie part through it. So I'm actually going to glue it down like that because I like it like that. Now let's see. So I'm just gluing, I'll say maybe up to the rim, so not necessarily the top part, but just putting some glue across here. Let's see what happens when I do that. Oh. Yeah, so then I can show you on the back. That's what it is looking. So you could put a little tiny bit if you wanted to, just under here, but I don't know. I think it's going to be fine just like that. I think if you put too much, you're going to mess it up. And I'm going to glue the scarf down too. And put it on just kind of in between where I put those buttons. Kind of like that. Isn't he cute? I tend to like the cutesy things. I don't know about anybody else. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm going back into my second childhood. Who knows? But, you know, I don't think I really ever came out of it. So, you know me. All right. Now, I'm going to... Doesn't he pop like that? I'm going to use my dimensionals, though, to put them on. Amanda, you've never taken a class, an in-person class with us yet. You don't really know what you're missing, let me tell you. You don't know until you know, right, everybody? Okay, now the nice thing about the dimensionals is you can just take the sides off and not have any waste. So let's see, I'm just going to put it across like that. And because I have so many on here, I'm going to put another little bit. This guy's probably overdone with dimensionals, but that's okay. Yeah, Cheryl, yep. You agree, right? Because it takes one to knows one, right, Cheryl? We've been friends for a long time, so we know that we're both crazy together. Lots and lots and lots of fun and laughs. Okay. Get all those off. I think I have them all off. Okay. And I'm going to just pop him on. I'm going to make sure, there we go. I was just watching for his hat, that these little things on his pom-pom don't go over my card too much. So that looks pretty good like that. Then I'm going to use, I love my punches. This is the 1 3/4 inch punch. And I thought I had, whoops, I thought I had a piece of paper here. Oh, I do. Okay. Just like that, and you have your circle. Move those over there for a minute. And I'm going to use, oh, I need another block. This is a really cute little saying for this cookie guy. Seasons, eatings. So not greetings, but eatings. And I did that just with my early espresso as well. And with this one, I'm going to, I'll show you my other card in a minute what I mean. Okay, I'm going to glue it down over on the side here, but I'm going to put one dimensional over on this other side. So I think, let me get this right, I'm going to put it on this side here and some glue on the other side. Now let me see, when I put them down, okay, I can put a good chunk of glue right there. Oops. Like that. Bring in my card base again. Gonna glue this down here. See how it's coming together? Yes, isn't it so cute? So many things that you can do with this stamp set and die cuts. And I can hardly wait to try some more things. Oh, let me get my piece of white over here. inside. Then my super cute little peppermints again, that I really, really, really like these. My card over here is my little sample, my cheater card, that I always like to make a card ahead of time. But it keeps falling over. But let's see here. These peppermint gems are perfect for this kind of a card too, just because it's like a candy kind of card. Candy and cookies and all the good things that we like. Let's see, maybe one more. Where will I put this one? How about over here? There we go. So that is the card. What do you think? Do you like it? Looks like Cheryl's the only one commenting here. Okay, so that is this one here. And I'll show, do you want to see the other one that I made? I'll show you. There's the other one. So it just shows you the same card, but in two different color schemes. Do you have a preference? Do you like the blue or this is more the balmy blue and then the garden green? Or do you like them both? Same card, but just bring it even closer. Same card, but two different colors. So that is it for tonight. Whoop, I pressed my mouse and it just disappeared on me. I'll just change the camera here. There we go. So that's the card. Oh, you like the garden green, do you, Cheryl? Oh, that's good. Oh, Amanda, you did comment. You like it. Thank you. So that's the card for tonight. Tomorrow night, I will be back once again for card number 6. You'll have to wait and see till tomorrow which card I'm going to do then. And I also wanted to let you know, those of you who don't already know, if you're interested, I'm wanting to donate as many kits actually as I can at Christmas time this year for kids and teens. And if you're interested, you can always send me a donation of $25 or $30, which will let me buy the kit. So far I have a few, not a lot, but a few. But I'd like to order the kits over the next couple of weeks so that they're here in time, because I know when you're giving things out to people that are collecting organizations and that for Christmas time, they tend to do that into November. And with waiting, having to wait for a couple weeks sometimes for things to arrive from Stampin'Up, I want to do that sooner than later. So if you're interested, just let me know and I will give you more information. Okay, thanks everyone for joining me, and we will see you tomorrow night. Have a good evening. Bye now.